Hello and welcome to Big Nub Numismatics. Today I'm going to be showing off a few new purchases I just got in, and I'll also be talking about where I think the coin market is heading and where I think the most value is right now. So first off, this cheap thrill, so very attractive 1913 Type 1 Buffalo Nickel. I really like these. This is one of my favorite designs, and they also come really nice, which is a win-win. So they're pretty cheap, and you don't really have to look very hard for a nice example. This is like a $175 coin right now, I would say. Just really nice that you can buy a uncirculated Buffalo nickel that looks like that. Next off is Colombian 1892, so the first year. And surprisingly, it is not an MS62 or MS63, which is very strange because for as many that were purchased and kept nice, there are a ton of just really dark and really beat up halves. This one has the pretty much trademark pink toning, a result of how they were kept, and the government packaging, I guess you would call it. Next up is yet another 1860 seated dollar. This one's worse than the last one. It's got a lot more contact marks. See little marks on the right side there. And we flip it over and it's got some spots. It is still really flashy though, and almost PL on the reverse, which is quite crazy for a seated dollar. Just nice to have this many uncirculated seated dollars. Next off is just a screaming Walking Liberty $50. Super nice fields. Has some dye polish on the right side, but overall just crazy nice. And this is a 1946 S, and with San Francisco Walking Liberty halves, this has a pretty decent strike as well. And on the reverse, a really nice strike on the eagle, super nice luster, and no one actually recognizes this, which is surprising considering how easy it is to see. But this is an S over S, and you really don't need any magnification to see it in hand. But super cool coin. This will be going in my next NGC submission. And last but not least, I've been looking for a nice grant for a while. It's my favorite commemorative $50. And I am happy to say that I now own a nice one. These come really dull. Blast whites, just lifeless coins usually. But this one has some great luster, just a touch of color. And they come really satiny, and most of that is due to how heavy they polished this coin. So you can see how deep and how many dye polish lines are around this coin. That's not hair lines from cleaning or anything, that's just deep, deep scrubbing on the die. You can see that's all around the coin. But really happy with this one. And now for the coin market. I've been having a lot of success with auctions. It seems like the demand for the coins is still about as high as it was during the pandemic. People just don't have the money like they did, and coins are therefore not as liquid as they were during the pandemic. So a lot of dealers are just paying less because they will have to hold the coin longer. And people who are dumping coins on eBay, great collections, stuff like that, including myself with some, there's just not nearly the same activity, and coins are just not bringing as much money. But on the flip side, I am getting quite excited because a lot of the coins I've been wanting, I think, have been super unreasonable, and now it's looking like a great time to start buying for the collection. Great collections, they just hired Phil, who was in charge of the True Views at PCGS, and so a lot of coins that would have been falling through the cracks have been getting scooped up with proper images. So I think the prices on great collections has actually increased a bit from a short time ago. But eBay has definitely fallen. I've even seen some like MS-65 Morgan dollars go for like 140 bucks. And that's pretty crazy considering even like a year ago they were like 200. So really common generic stuff has definitely fallen, and I think it still has some ways to go. I do think if you're collecting like mid-range $1,000, $2,000 coins, those are going to become incredibly cheap. It'll be weird to see what happens to like double eagles, because those have been not really high. They've stayed close to melt, but melt's really high, and the demand is really lacking on that front. It used to be anyone wanted a double eagle, and now it's pretty scarce to find anyone that wants to pay up for a nice example, and generic is pretty dull. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.